All right. Hello, Leonardo.
Hi, teacher.
Did you do the exam?
Not yet, teacher. Today I went to the hospital, so I didn't have time.
Everything okay?
Yeah, cool. One of my students, a mother of my students, she was the one who attended me, and I didn't knew that until she told me, "Aren't you teacher, Lana?" And I'm like, "Yeah." You are giving classes to my son. Really? She told me, "Yeah." He's Victor, and I'm like, "Oh, really? Is he?" Yeah, and then we were
Nice. Very
like
nice.
laughing. Yeah.
Well, that's nice, but you're okay. All right. This is the exam, guys. Okay. The numbers, the questions are not numbered, but you basically have to read the instructions, choose the correct option. Yes, the instructions are right here. Choose the correct option. So you have option A, B, or C. And of course, it's not given, but it's assumed, right? Because your options are right here. So you have to read our history professor and complete the sentence with one of these options. Now, when you read this instruction, or actually the options, you can eliminate your incorrect ones a little faster if you find the mistakes. For example, let me make this a little bigger. Is that better? Uh-oh, what did I do? There, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so choose the correct answer. It says our history professor had not finished giving assignment instructions when the bell rang. So if this gets a little complicated, what you can check is sometimes there is a misspelling. Has not finished giving assignment instructions when the bell rings. Now there is no misspelling. What's the problem here? The problem is the tense. Yes. So here we're talking about one event. When? It's not something that happens every time. It's just a one-time event. So this is typically in the past, not in the present perfect. So because of that, you can discard this and say, no, I don't like that one. And the next one says had not finished. And the verb, as you can see, is incorrect for the tense. It should be had not finished. And because of that mistake, and then your answer is A. Okay.
Yes.
And that's basically how you have to go through the whole exam. Now, there are many questions, but what I want to show you now is this. The first part is grammar. Grammar. This has 60 questions.
60? Really?
60. Yes, only 60. They're not that many. Only. It's not, they're not that many. This is the grammar part. Then you have the listening part, which has 12 questions. It has 3 audios, audio number 1, 2, and 3. And there are 4 questions per audio. When you finish that, then you have the reading section. The reading section has 20 points, 20 questions. Basically, you have to read this little part, this little story, and then you have to answer some questions about the story. Only a couple of questions, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't remember. Once you finish that reading, then you have another reading, a little more, a little bigger. And with that reading, you have the questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those were 5 or 6 questions. I don't know. You finish that section and now you have another story. And this, as you can tell, is a
longer
little,
than the other one.
yes, it's longer. And the questions are a little trickier too. So you have the questions, 2, 3, 4, something like 5.
My gosh.
Okay. And now you have this, social media and business. Now
The
this is a little
biggest.
bigger because the word, the letter is smaller.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Once you finish the questions, the reading section, now you have the writing section. The writing section is worth 100 points. 100. And the instructions are given. Instructions, please read the writing assignment carefully. You must write at least 250 words for this assignment. Do not use dictionaries. Do not use translators. Mechanisms that involve translating to English are not allowed during exam. Do not use cell phones during exam. Do not copy and paste. Ha, 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 ha. Taking ideas, opinions, or words from someone else is called plagiarism. This must not happen during exam. Time instructions. First, you only have 5 minutes to think and plan your answer. Then you have 15 minutes to write your answer in the space provided. Writing assignment. This is the story, guys. Here, it ends right here. That is the story. The assignment, it gives you a context. A concerned parent comes to you for advice. He tells you that his 16-year-old daughter might be texting too much. He says in the past week, 3 p.m., he also tells her whatever. But you need to identify what the context is. And then after that, what you have are the instructions. Write an essay. Sometimes we tend to go a little fast, okay? And we tend to omit the instructions. If you omit the instructions, you are more likely be part of the mistaking statistics. You will be making mistakes. So read instructions. I know it takes more time, but they're important for you to not make a mistake. So you have to write an essay explaining your thoughts about the situation. Then it tells you this. Do you think the parent has a good reason to be worried? What would you suggest the parent should do first? Why? What other steps should the parent take to help his daughter? Okay. This particular story is for this particular exam. The stories are never the same. They are never repeated. But I want to tell you this. This reading part ends with a question like that. What other steps should the parent take to help his daughter? And because of that, many students begin with an answer to that question. I think that this parent has to be worried about his daughter. Sadly, that's not an essay. And the instructions say, write an essay. I know. Oh my goodness, Monica. No, you're okay.
I was confused because I read it was an essay and then it say, what would you suggest the parents should do first? So in my writing, I started
wrote
and
answers.
I mixed like an
Yes,
essay and
it's-
suggestions.
Okay, but how would you make an essay? How would you create or elaborate an essay, guys? How would you do it?
Maybe talking first about the I don't know, the percentage of young students that have the same problem as a young lady.
Okay.
Maybe saying like many students are, I don't know, wasting their times instead of studying. They are more involved in their cell phones or social media or stuff.
All right. So basically, the essay has 3 parts. Do you know the 3 parts of an essay? Yeah. What are they?
Introduction.
Introduction.
Yes, and then the
Conclusion.
conclusion.
Yeah.
Yes, conclusion.
Test and conclusion.
Yes. Now
Your
the first part.
recommendations.
Okay. Yes, you can include the recommendations in your conclusion, not
Yes.
before.
No, before. Yes.
No, in the introduction, it's important to establish the general context. Okay.
Can you give us an example, teacher? For example,
Yes.
situation,
Yes,
please?
absolutely. So let's go to do that. How about now? How about we do that? Let's have an
Yeah,
example.
sure.
And that will bring us in to the next lesson. Are you ready for the next lesson?
Yep.
That
Yeah.
next and last lesson of your course. Wow, you guys are doing good. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Ari. Hi, Arturo, Patty,
Hello.
Gaby, Adriana Martinez. Hi, guys.
Hi.
All right.
Bye.
Good, good, good. Okay, we're going to start with the next lesson. Ability, not disability. What do you see in the screen?
Ability.
Yeah, a hand. Are all of these people normal?
No.
No. What is the difference between them and us?
They have a different ability than us.
Yeah, they have different abilities. Very nice.
Because the word and the concept of disability is not more used.
It's no
recently.
longer used. That's right.
Longer used.
How about this? Have you ever seen this?
Yes.
Impressive.
Say los Juegos Panamericanos.
Paralympics.
Para, yeah, okay, thanks.
Yes.
Do you know anybody with a disability? No?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think they can't do?
Well, I have a cousin, she's blind
Be honest.
and she can't cook,
She can't cook.
but or other things, she's very independent. So sometimes I get very surprised what she's able to do, even though
I
she can
know.
see.
But she can do many things that
Well,
if
yes.
we close our eyes, we just couldn't do.
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you know who this guy is?
No.
Look at his medal. Look, the medal. What do you think he won?
Mm,
Maybe something about science.
Maybe something about science. Look for your idea. Did he win a science tournament?
He climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, she climbed.
wow.
Are your ideas correct?
Here.
Yeah, and it's key something. According to the article, who's the story about? There. Who is the story about?
Chris. Waddle.
Chris Waddle.
Here's yes, Chris what? Chris Waddle. Yes, Chris
Waddle.
Waddle. What's the story about? No? Okay, here it is.
Maybe
What's
the
story
way
about?
he.
An interview about the experience.
He is successful life. Oh my God, I'm confused.
His successful life?
Yeah,
Okay.
successful.
Kilimanjaro.
Okay.
And also the struggles that he has experienced through his life.
Yeah. When did his accident happen? There. When did his accident happen?
Maybe when he was born like that.
A student.
When he was a college student.
When he was a college student. Next question. Where's Mount Kilimanjaro?
Africa.
Where, mister?
Africa.
Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa. Very good, mister. How many disabled people are in the world?
Many.
Mhm.
The answer is in the article.
Mhm.
21 plus
Plus
million.
million.
21 plus million. Very good. And what did he use for the climb at Kilimanjaro?
A wheelchair.
A wheelchair? Look.
Well, I saw it. I'm not sure.
A special.
Adapted bicycle.
Special adapted bicycle.
A specially adapted bicycle. Very good. That I push with my arms. Okay.
He's
Good.
a strong AF teacher. He has strong arms. Yeah.
What has he become?
The first man climbing the Mount Kilimanjaro that has a disability.
Check according to the article.
He has become a role model for all of us.
Become the most decorated male skier in Paralympic history.
Mm,
Yes. Now there is a difference between the two. What's the difference?
One is in past and the other one is in present perfect.
Perfect. That's right. The tense is the only difference.
Mhm.
Okay. With this, what I want to show you is that the first thing you have to focus on is the question, not the reading, not the story. If you have time, oh my goodness, Adriana is tired. So am I. If you have time, read the story, enjoy it, you know, elaborate on it, imagine it, the whole thing. When I read, my mind automatically makes a Hollywood full production movie with the special effects and my favorite actors. I imagine even their voices. That's my head.
That's mine.
Okay, so you too, because I feel crazy sometimes.
I can
But
avoid it.
I
Every time I took a test, I feel like I need to read
the whole story.
the whole story,
Yes, and
and
for
that takes
example,
me a lot of time.
that's what I want to say. Let's just say an example. There is something very interesting in that paragraph, paragraph 2, and it doesn't quite make sense in my head. So I stay there because I want to understand it. Bless you, Patty. So what I do is I look for the dictionaries, and I look for another page on the internet, trying to find more information about the story. You know what I mean? Do you do that, or is it just me?
I do it.
In some cases.
Some cases, like I said, there is something interesting, but it doesn't quite make sense to me. So I tend to look for more information in other sources. Okay, that's great. But you don't have time.
But not useful. Exactly.
So I suggest to you that during the exam, if something doesn't make sense, forget it. Skip it, because you don't have time. What you do then, if it doesn't make sense, jump over it, skip it, forget about it, and focus on the question. Only the question. How do you focus on the question? With the basic or the most important words of the question. What are the most important words of this question?
Has he become?
Has he become?
So he has become. So that's what I gotta look in the whole story. How do I look for that? Mr. Ramos, can you explain to us how do we do that?
I just scan all the text and look what something like that. That's
Something similar.
has. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna look straight for the words has become, has become. So if I don't see has or become, I forget it, go over it, jump over it. Yes, eliminate it. And if I find it, then I make sure I have the right answer. What has he become? He has become. There, I found my answer. And I don't worry about any little topic I don't understand.
Something like I'm going to give you a very fast advice. Something that I notice in most of the exams is that we have the first question, it's at the beginning, right? The second at the middle, the third at the end. And so that's why I focus not on the text.
So let's do that. Who's the story about? What is the answer?
At the beginning, about
The first paragraph, Chris
Yeah.
Waddle.
Right here, Chris Waddle. The next question, what's the story about?
and in the middle of the first paragraph.
Can we find a sentence about this?
He's a world champion skier.
Maybe he won a total of 12 ski medals. As a result, became the most, maybe. It doesn't have to be exact, but everything kind of falls there, right? The Mount of Kilimanjaro. He has dedicated
Oh, or
disabled.
maybe teacher,
Yes.
on the number 1, 2, 3, on the fourth line, the
Yes.
sentence that starts with since he's a world champion skier and he has also climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
Very good. I think that is perfect. Next question. When did his accident happen? When Chris was a college student. So yes,
Yeah.
they are in order.
Exactly.
Now, not always.
Yeah,
but
not
most
always.
of the time. Most of the times they are in order. Okay. And let's continue with the next part. Now, I'm sorry. What has he become? Now I gave you a brief introduction at the reading part. This is scanning. Only look for answers quickly without reading in detail. Now we have to read for detail. And the instructions say that. Detail. Circle the correct option to complete the sentences about the article. And check. We have the question first. We don't have the text. It says read for detail. It doesn't say read the article again for detail. So read for detail. We are not going to read the article yet. What we're going to do is, before his accident, Chris Waddle was a ski champion, a climber, a student. I remember where the answer is. Do you remember?
On
So-
first part,
Kind of, yeah.
On the first paragraph, right? So what I do is I look for the first paragraph and look for my answer. Where is my answer?
On the, when Chris was a college
A college student.
student. Mhm.
But it says before his accident. So the ski happened when Chris was a college student. So before his accident, was he a ski champion?
yes,
Yeah.
because the part above says, since he's a world champion skier
Yeah, continue.
and he has also climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. If-
Yes. But what happens here?
But that's in the present, isn't it?
If it were not for the fact that Chris is sitting in a wheelchair.
So
So-
that happened after the accident.
This is
Yeah.
after the accident.
Yeah,
So
it's
what
a
happened?
student, right?
So what happened before? Not a ski champion and not a climber. So the answer is
Student,
a student. Yes, does everybody agree?
yeah.
Easy.
Easy. Easy. Next, number 2. Once again, we're going to focus on the question. Compared to other male Paralympic skiers, he won. There are the options: more, fewer, or as many medals. I think I remember where the answer is. Do you remember? No? There.
I think
Look
it
for
was
it.
in the first
Yes, in the first.
paragraph. Mhm.
Oh yeah, he won a total of 12 ski medals.
He
And
it's
he became
more.
the most
The most.
rated.
more.
So
So it's gonna be
the
more.
answer is
More.
More.
Or
so he became the most
More.
decorated male. So compared to other male skiers, he won
More.
More medals.
more. Very good. Yes. Yes, does everybody agree?
Yeah.
Is this easy?
Easy.
Easy. Yes,
Not
Monique.
really.
Oh my goodness.
Well, maybe
Not
here,
too
but not on the test. So
It's fun when it's
I
in
know.
teams, huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you want to do the
Yes,
exam
yes.
in teams?
Yes, please.
I thought it.
but
Please,
the real one,
Good.
not
The
Oh,
teacher
my.
is
Moni, how
long did it take you?
please.
the
3
teacher
hours.
is like us.
3
The teacher is
hours?
like us when we give an exam to the kids. He's enjoying the frustration, the way they feel of us. The teacher is enjoying the way we are right now.
Can I ask you a
likes to
question?
see us suffer.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, I agree with you, Leo.
I have to do so many exams so often. I'm not nervous about them anymore.
I am not too. I have taken a lot too.
Yeah. You have taken a lot, and are you still nervous about them?
In some of them, not in all of them.
Not in all of them. Okay.
Mhm.
You know why? This is my first certification exam because it's I don't have one. I know a lot of English. Well, I believe so, but I didn't certificate. So the school is asking for me to do it. And now I'm nervous because somebody's asking me to do it. But if this was a normal exam, it would be maybe not easy, but I wouldn't care about. I will
It
just
would be,
take the
you
other
would be more relaxed.
Yeah.
You don't have
So the
pressure.
problem is that somebody with an authority over you is asking you,
Require us.
and you feel the
Yeah.
pressure,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, because my colleagues apply this exam and with here the same with English access, and they are like they pass it, and I know more than them, but I'm nervous because I know I will have better grades than them, but because they asked me to have it, I'm nervous. So that's
Well,
why I don't trust in myself right now.
I want to ask you something. Are you good at making PowerPoint presentations?
Yeah, I have very good PowerPoints that the school used to show to the fathers because they like them. It has, I don't know how to say, hypervincule, yes, hypervinculos, yes, or how I can
Hyperlinks.
hyperlinks. Yes.
Hyperlinks.
Hyperlinks. I input videos. I made my voice. I take a lot of things.
Wait, are you good at making them?
Yep.
Have you always been good at that?
No, we take a course. I didn't do anyone. That the
Just
first.
So
pressure
how
that
were
has
your
a
first
practice.
presentations? How were the first ones? Were they as good as they are now?
The first is the best that I have because it's
Really?
it's the only one, but just the teacher loved the principal. They give me money because of the PowerPoint presentation, and I was like very happy. And I was like,
Well,
you want a PowerPoint presentation? Ask me, but give me money.
I guess you have a talent for that. My point is, and I'm using this PowerPoint presentation because a lot of teachers are making PowerPoint presentations, right? Are you making them? Are you using them for your classes? Yes. Was it easy for you?
Yeah, I'm good with
Now, yes.
it.
Now, yes. Was it easy at first?
After 1 year.
Going
Yes.
online was going online
It's
easy?
easy. Yes,
Not
it's
at
easy
all.
now.
Yeah.
How
Now
about
it's
now?
easy. I
How about now?
prefer, I
More.
prefer online. I prefer
It's
online.
easier. It's easier now because we're getting used to it.
Mhm.
Now
Perfect.
we're struggling with hybrid situation.
I
With
like
what?
it more.
Yes, that's right. Hybrid situation. That is exactly the same situation with exams. It's part of your job.
Yes, my life
Yes.
is that.
So what you need to do is to have some practice in. Get some hours working on that skill, the ability to recognize a question and answering it. Now, here's the thing. When we started the course 6 weeks ago, the school provided you with a platform where you could practice with many different exams. How many have you taken?
No,
I know.
As soon as possible.
but I am going to take them.
I didn't know we have a
Yeah,
platform
me
that
too.
gave us exams.
And let me tell you, everybody, I realized one of the questions that we were practicing yesterday and the day before. So I'm sure that I have that correct. So
Very nice. Very good.
it's a matter of practice.
It's a matter of practice.
realize.
How about the platform? Have you been practicing in the platform, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
You
A
have
little.
A little
a
bit.
little.
Not as I
No?
always
I
want
like it
to.
a lot.
Okay, not everybody. So if you want to if you want to reach a higher level, I recommend that you put some hours in the platform and you do at least 5 or 6 exams in the platform to get some practice in. Can you imagine performing or taking the exam with no practice at all? As opposed to practicing 6 or 7 times with another exam. How would your security level be?
Better than at the beginning.
If we practice, it will
Yes.
be better. Yes.
Yes, it would be a lot better. All right, so I recommend you guys take a couple of exams before you go and do the real exam.
Teacher, but
this-
I have a question for you.
Yes,
and
mister.
I want you to be very honest. I don't know if you remember that I have 85 of the 100 questions or the 100 points when you give me the exam, the placement exam for the course, the school. I have 85, but to be honest, I the last one is that I think where I had the most wrong. I don't know what advice can you give, at least to me, because when I saw a lot of questions at the first, I start very well, right? I pay attention, I take not too much time, because if not, I run out of time, but I do them very good. But at the end, I forgot the word, but I
Got distracted?
not get distracted, but I stressed, and
You
and
got
got-
stressed.
yeah, and I stress myself, and I don't want to see more questions. And so
I
what?
actually got tired more than
Yeah,
stressed.
like tired with the stress. For me, tired with the stress. So what does it give
Yes.
me so I don't
Mhm.
fail at the end, because that's my problem.
So this exam that you're going to take is not as difficult as the practice exam I gave you. The practice exam I sent to you on the link is one of the most difficult exams for this certification.
Oh,
It's
really?
is not the most, but it's one of the toughy ones.
I felt that it was hard.
Yes.
So
And
the real one is not that difficult.
it's not as difficult, no, but it is
Okay.
long. So
Mhm.
if your problem is time, it's going to stress you out if you don't practice enough and if you don't prepare yourself enough. What do you
Mhm.
do? What do you have to do to prepare? Be well rested.
Yeah.
Plan ahead. You're not
Yeah,
allowed to.
teachers, we are not allowed to be well rested.
I know, but this is important, mister. It will that the certification will account for the next 3 to 5 years if you do it correctly. Because if you
Mhm.
don't, then you will need to do it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, plan ahead, closed room, no distractions. Give your kids a bunch of movies with a bunch of popcorn and a bunch of pizzas.
I
You
tried.
know,
I tried.
you be well rested,
A
eat
lot of
eat
coffee.
plenty. Yes, okay. Have a spongy ball right on the side, you know, so
Or
you're
hot
squeezing it.
chocolate.
A
Yes,
comfortable
also.
chair. Whatever you know it's necessary for you to remain calm for at least 3 hours and 30
3
minutes.
hours.
3 hours and 30.
Hmm.
Well, at least 3 hours. You're right. At least 3 hours. It might take you because it's
Less
long.
or more. Mhm.
That's the issue. It's a little long. Okay. So that's what this practice is about. This lesson, the reading lesson. It's about finding answers in a reading, in a text, in an article, without spending too much time in the article. So very fast, the next question, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro was an attempt to change attitudes, his career or history.
To change the attitudes, if I'm not wrong, about how people see the guy and disability.
Yeah, it says that Chris is providing that we should change the way in which we view people with special needs.
That's one part. And there is another one. What is the other?
The in the fourth paragraph,
Mhm.
and at the beginning, right? Was a half point in his life.
Where is it?
At the beginning,
On
in
the in paragraph what?
paragraph number 4.
4. A date I choose to climb to Mount Kilimanjaro was halfway point in my life. No. Climbing Mount Kilimanjaro was an attempt to change. I chose to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. It says was, not the reason.
It could be, but I did it also in order to shine a light on the disabled.
Can you repeat that, please?
And I did it also in order to shine a light on the disabled.
That's right. I did it in order to. That would be the reason, the attempt. So can you tell me where is it?
On the fourth,
To shine a light
Yeah.
back on the disabled. Preconceived ideas, change those views. So what is it? His career history or attitudes?
Attitudes.
That would be attitudes. That would be the answer. Yes?
Mm,
Okay. Next. He chose Mount Kilimanjaro because it was the most difficult, the closest, or possible to climb.
I think if I'm not wrong, the most difficult, right?
It was the possible to climb because it's more readily accessible.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it's more
possible to climb.
rarely accessible. Very good. So it's possible
The
to.
most,
to climb.
yeah, the possible to climb.
Okay. Now, next. Chris found the climb difficult, easy, or not very challenging.
Difficult.
Difficult.
G.
It says that, well, he
Was
says that it
very
was
physically
physically
challenging.
challenging.
It
Yeah,
was very physically challenging.
It
Yeah.
was physically challenging. So the answer is
difficult.
Difficult.
sorry, guys. And that's it. We're finished with this part. Okay, how about that? Another reading part. Complete the paragraph with expressions in the box. This is the box right here. Completely different, extremely fortunate, physically challenging, rarely accessible, special needs, and especially adapted. One of the things Chris believes is that everyone should see people with
Special needs.
Special needs, yes.
special needs and disabilities in a
Completely different.
Yeah. Completely different way.
really different way. He feels he has been
Extremely
Extremely
fortunate.
fortunate, yeah.
Extremely for
okay, to have the chances he's had. But in reality, Chris has created his own opportunities. In order to highlight his cause, he has taken on a series of
Physical challenging.
Hmm. Okay, so yes, physically challenging projects. Although Mount Kilimanjaro is
Readily accessible.
readily accessible to many people, Chris used a
Special adapted.
fully adapted.
especially adapted
Especially adapted, yes.
bicycle so that he could complete the climb. He proved yet again that anything is possible. Now, what do you think about the story?
I think it's inspiring.
Can you repeat that, please?
I think it's inspiring
Inspiring, very nice. Why?
because he had an accident, but he didn't give up and he tried to do many things. In his situation, it could be impossible, but he had the perseverance to continue to do the sports and take challenge.
Take challenges, very nice. Focus on vocabulary, collocations. Find words in the article that are used with the words in bold. Use the words to complete the sentences below. I'm gonna share with you the article. Give me one little second. And with the article, you will read it. Oh my goodness, I need to find out. Here it is. There. Can you read it? There. So find words in the article that are used with the words in bold. Use the words to complete the sentences below. Chris is a word is skier. He is at the top of his sport. This is in paragraph 1. What are the two words missing that go with a skier?
World champion.
World champion.
World champion.
World champion. Very good. Next, he has have his life paralyzed.
Halfway? No.
What? Can you repeat, please?
No, I said halfway, but I think it's not.
This is halfway is half.
Yeah.
Because,
Half of my life? No.
He has. What's missing here?
Live.
A verb.
A verb in what tense?
Is
Past
spent.
participle
Spent.
is spent. Is spent. Very good. All right. Next, number 3. Chris hopes that his achievements will. Paragraph 4.
Will
I-
shine. Will
Shine.
shine.
Shine a light on people with special needs. Yes. Next, number 4. People often have
Preconceived.
Wrong idea, no?
preconceived. Is according to the article. Yes, we focus on the article. It's not about your opinions yet. When you have a story and then you have questions, the exam is asking you for specific information in the story. So the next one is number 5. Chris likes to people's views and make them think. Paragraph 4. Oh, I didn't send it to you, right?
Yes.
Hold on, I didn't send it to Sue. Sorry, Sue, I forget. Let me know.
Don't worry. It was good. My squirrel was running a lot in my mind.
Okay, there. So number 5.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Oh.
Okay. Number 6. His mission in life is awareness about disabilities.
Raising
Raising awareness, yes.
Raising awareness, yes. Number 7. He has
Dedicated.
yes, dedicated.
Mm.
Dedicated his life to showing what people like him can do. And number 8,
Conventional.
conventional wisdom says people like Chris can't climb a mountain. How wrong is that? There, perfect, guys, good. So that is reading for detail. Now, viewpoint, disability, and the community. Group work. Discuss the questions. Can you agree on one action point for the last 2 questions? So here, question number 1. Can you read, please, Leonardo?
Okay. Do you know of any people who have overcome a disability to achieve something? how did they manage to do this?
Thank you. Adriana Diaz, can you give me the example answer, please?
Yes, I know. I knew
The
one.
example.
Yeah, like my student. One of my student.
The example is below.
I'm sorry. One of our neighbors has Down syndrome, and she's the most amazing athlete. She's incredibly motivated.
Motivated, I know. Diana Sanchez, can you help me with the in conversations box, please?
You can use a superlative adjective to make a description of someone or something stronger.
Very good. So a superlative adjective. So let's go in session so you guys can ask and answer these questions. So let me share it with you. Okay, the picture is in the WhatsApp group and I'm sending it to Sue as well. There.
Thank
Now, let's go in Teams. We're going to go. Okay, now please, please, please. Ari, David, Diana, and Leonardo, please do not accept the invitation.
Okay.
Okay, stay in session.
Which
Only
Diana teacher, me?
Diana Sanchez, please.
Oh, okay.
So Ari, David, Diana Sanchez, and Leonardo, you're going to receive an invitation to join a breakout session room. Please do not accept it. Okay, guys? And the rest, please accept your invitation to go to your breakout room. The slide is on the WhatsApp group so you can ask and answer the questions, please. All right, guys, please begin. Ask and answer your questions. You can share your screen so you can see the slide I sent you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Who can share the print? May I?
If you want me, I can share.
Oh, I forgot it. How can I share it? Sorry.
Don't worry, I share it.
Yes, thanks.
Okay, I'm going to read the second one and say what you think about. So, do you personally know people who live with disabilities? What difficulties, if any, do they face? No, no se amontonen.
Yeah, wait, I need to read it. Do you personally know people who live with disabilities? What difficulties? I don't understand.
Yeah, for example, if you know a guy or a girl that it's blind, so she can see, right? That's the difficulty they have.
Yes, I don't remember if I know a person in this moment. So I met an old person, an old man, asking for money on the street. Hello,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Maybe. Leonardo, could you give us an example?
Yeah. When I was in secondary, I met a girl. To be honest, I don't know what was her disability, but she has one. She couldn't speak well, and she walked not regular. And I talked with her like twice, 3 times, and one she had me on Facebook because we not talk too much, but we know each other, and she had me on Facebook. When I was studying the high school, I saw a picture of her winning a competition of the state. And I was like, really? Okay, that's good. And I look and start talking to her, and she participate in those activities. I'm not sure. I think I don't know the name in English, but she throw the ball, el throwing ball, lanzamiento de pelota. I'm not, or the lanzamiento de bola. I don't know the English name, but she do that activity. And I was like amused, right? Because I couldn't believe that, right? Because she couldn't walk correctly, but she was strong. And she, for me, is an example of people that has a disability, but it doesn't mean that they can do it, right? Just that they need to give more, right? To give more. So I admire her, to be honest.
Yes, maybe they can appreciate, I think, more their abilities than us, no? That the people that have all the body and complete. I haven't met a person like that, be honest. But in the Olympic Games, if you know, obviously you could see a lot of people that they are not complete in their bodies, and they can, I don't know, they can do a lot of things by themselves.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah. For example, Stephen Hawking, right? He's one of the he was one of the smartest person in all the world. He was an eminence in knowledge, right? And he has a very hard disability.
I think the important is what can we do for them, and what programs are there
Maybe
for help.
maybe not what can we do for them, no, but the way we saw them, or we see them, sorry. We don't,
challenge the views.
yeah, change our views, right? Yeah.
Views, yes. Because the most people know or don't do the correct or don't try to no, don't do the correct things for help to those people.
Yeah, sometimes most of the people, I don't know, teacher, how can I say it, desprecian or something like that?
Look down.
Look down, yeah. Most of people, not all, but some people look down to those person, right?
Look down on.
Look down on those person.
Or
that
frown.
Disability.
Or frown upon.
Frown upon. I have never
listened
to that. Okay, thank you, teacher. The next one. What views do people generally have of disabled people? Do any of these views need to be challenged? Yeah, right. Diana, you can say it. We listen to you, Diana. Don't worry.
Oh, sorry guys, it's because here is a lot of noise here. I was checking the word disabled people. Disabled is like, I'm gonna say in Spanish because I don't understand como when the people desprecia. Is that okay?
Oh, what used to people generally have of disabled people, personas discapacitadas, ¿no? ¿Cuál es la manera de ver de las personas en general acerca de las personas discapacitadas? That's the meaning of the question. Do any of these, do any of these views need to be challenged? No, I think not all of us, I insist, but a lot of people see them or look down on them, right? Like the teacher told us, they think that they can't do the things that we do, right? And when they are able to do them, maybe they have more difficulties, but they can do it, right? They can do those things. So we need to challenge it, right? For example, I need to be honest. I think that right now, I wouldn't be able to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, right? And that guy that we saw, he was able, and he is with a disability, right? He can't walk. And I'm like, okay, if he do it, I can do it, but I need to focus on that, right?
Yes.
And I think, I don't know you, but for example, be honest, if you see a person that is disabled, what do you think about them? Well, obviously, I think that they can do it if they are working in a supermarket or something. But many people, well, I could see a girl that is with, how can I say, syndrome de Down? How can I say that in English? But they are so aggressive with them, or they don't like, they are doing their job, but some people are not they don't accept that kind of people. And sometimes I think that we did it, or well, what do you think?
Maybe
Okay.
not. Yeah, David, you can talk.
Okay, I think, okay, this topic was talked last moment. Okay, I think I don't have, or we don't have to do the things for them. We need to help them. Okay, in this way, people are going to challenge the view.
Yeah, we need to challenge them, right? Because maybe
Okay.
we, like teachers, we don't discriminate, right? We think that they are able, but they need to give a little bit more effort, right? Like teachers, but the society.
For example,
yeah.
Leo, I say we don't have to do the things for them. For example, if the person is going to eat, don't do it for him or for her.
No, and I agree with you.
So we have to help. We have to help. Okay, he has to. He has the. Sorry, he can't eat alone.
Yeah, I agree with you. I insist. I think they can do it, like you are saying. But we, like teachers, we know that. But not most, but the society, sometimes they think, oh, he has Down syndrome. He needs that we help him to go to the bathroom, that we need to help him to eat, and they can do the shopping, right? But no, they can, and sometimes they can do it better than us.
We have to teach.
Exactly, I agree with you. And
yeah, and we need.
And I just we as a teachers sometimes discriminate some students because some well, I it's not my case. It's not my case now, but I'm gonna say that in the past I decided. Well, no, I prefer the students that obviously knows more than others, and that is discrimination.
Yeah, the smartest, right?
Exactly.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
So how was the activity?
It was good.
It was a little intense or a little boring?
Oh, very illustrative.
Good,
Interesting.
very good.
I think,
Was
yeah.
very interesting? Nice. I would like to know your opinions.
Difficult to explain.
So writing, you don't have to, but I can show you this part. Writing, extraordinary achievements. In this lesson, you brainstorm, then structure an essay. That's why I'm doing this lesson, because we give a look into an essay. Explain purpose with so and avoid errors with so. So what you have to do is write an essay. Can you do that?
Right now?
Or
Right
yeah,
now.
right now. Or you want to know about what? Would you like to know about what?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Choose a person that you admire and say why you admire that person. Use specific reasons and details to support your answers. Okay, can you do it in 3 minutes?
Oh, wow.
In 3 minutes plus 50 minutes, please.
Would you like to see an example?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
And
good. This is
use-
the example.
Just minimum 2.
Come on, you want us to write all that with 3 minutes, teacher? Within
Look at the model. Read part of an essay. This is only part of an essay, but this is a very good example. Why did Gladys leave home?
Because she could train as a nurse.
So that she could train as a nurse and then a midwife.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Gladys go back to college?
In order to qualify as a male.
Oh. Oh my goodness. I disappeared, you guys. Hold on. I need to reappear you again. Oh my goodness. I can't see you anymore.
We are here. And we can see each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah, where are you? Okay, I can't see you anymore. So
Maybe you
one more
have to
time.
click again on the Zoom.
No,
app, teacher, no?
I move the panel to the side, and
Oh.
sometimes it happens that I don't know why when I push to the panel to the side for a moment, it goes all the way inside the screen and I can't reach it back. Sorry, it's okay.
Okay.
So the next one is, why did she go back to college?
Because
In order to
uh,
qualify as a midwifery teacher.
Right. And the last question, why did Gladys retire early?
Because she suffered a serious illness
In her 50s.
She suffered a serious illness in her 50s, so she retired early to regain her health. So what is the reason? Why did Gladys retire early?
To regain her health.
to regain her.
Retire early to regain her health. Very good. Circle the expressions the writer uses to introduce Gladys's purpose in doing things. What is the
that.
purpose? So that, what else?
In order to.
Then
And so.
Then is a purpose?
No,
No.
so, right?
No.
So,
no.
But
guess
so,
so.
yeah. So, is there another one?
I guess not.
and then she decided to enter local politics in
In
order.
order to, again,
Where?
Oh, yeah. On the next
And-
line, teacher.
Yeah,
Yes.
there.
Is that it?
I guess so.
Good.
To help,
So-
or to,
Or two.
Okay.
in this
Mhm.
case, yes,
Two,
to.
is it good? Two. Okay, I like that. Compared with a classmate, now we have focus on the language, Read the grammar chart, then complete the sentences below. This is the grammar chart. Explaining purpose in writing. You can use so that plus clause or in order to plus verb to describe a purpose. So I'm gonna highlight this. You can use so that plus clause or in order to plus verb to describe purpose. Common errors. I'm sorry, before we do that. The first example we have, she left home at the age of 16 so that she could train as a nurse. So what is the cause and what is the effect?
The cause is like she left home.
No, the cause is she could train, right?
Well, that's the effect.
That's the effect.
I think it's effect.
That's the result.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, because the effect was that she left home. That's the effect. The cause was because she could train, right?
Interesting. So what is
I
the
think
cause
it's
and
the
what is the
other
effect?
side because the first part is the fact that she left.
But what was the effect of that
What
sentence?
we're going to think about is
Hmm.
we have a reason and we have a purpose. Now we're going to take a look at this. They are a little different sometimes. So here, what is the objective in this sentence? What is the main goal?
She could train
She could
as a
train
nurse.
as a nurse.
So she says, I want to train as a nurse. So what is the effect?
The effect, she left home.
Left home.
Yes.
Uh,
Good.
Okay.
Yes. So. Don't worry,
So.
we're going to take a look at more examples. So she left home at the age of 16 so that she could train as a nurse. She went back to college in order to qualify as a midwifery teacher. So what is the cause and what is the effect?
the cause is qualified as a midwife. Just the effect, she went back to college, or no?
Yes, how can, is this easy to see or would you like another example?
Well, I think the effect is that she qualifies as a midwifery teacher. And the cause is
think
that
it's the
she
effect?
went back to college.
Okay. So I need the certification. Period. Another sentence. I take a course.
The
What is the
cause,
cause and what is the effect?
the cause is that you need a certification. The effect, take a course.
The effect, take a course.
So how do I say it? I need a certification in order to?
I take a course in order to
to
get a certification.
Change, no? I
It
take
could be both, right?
Take a course. I'm gonna share. I take a course. So basically,
I
these
think
are
it's,
different, right?
it will be more like adequate with the so that.
So it will be correctly, I take a course in order to certificate, for example.
Yes, in order
to
to
certificate.
It is also correct to say I need a certification so that I take a course. I think that will be better.
Yeah, that will be, both are good. Both are correct.
One
Yeah.
more, can you repeat that, please?
I know. Like, I need a certification so that I take a course.
I need a certification.
Yeah. I think that was the sentence that you wrote at first, right?
So that
So that I take a course.
oh my goodness. One more time. You have so that.
And the clause after so that?
I need a certification so that.
I should
That
take a
means
course.
that is your cause. And that is your effect. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be, no sería al revés, wouldn't be.
Doesn't
The
need to
other
be
side.
backwards.
The cause
But-
is you need a certification and the effect that you take a course.
That's right. So then this expression is incorrect. Maybe what you were trying to say is, I need a certification, comma, so I take a course.
Okay.
Ah.
And what happens with I needed a certification? That's why I take a course.
That's
I need-
also good. That's
I
also
needed a
good.
certificate. Okay, thanks.
I need a certification. That's why I take a course. That would be reason. And we're talking about purpose. Okay.
So teacher,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So only when we have to describe a purpose, we need to use so that instead of so.
Well, when you have in order to or so that, okay, in order to qualify, in so that she could, in order to, that means that this would be your effect, right? That's what it says. That's the effect. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Correct? But this is the reason. One more time.
Okay.
Yeah, because the effect, the thing that happened is that she left home.
Yeah, I kind of understand. Like she wanted to train as a nurse. That's the reason she left home, right?
What do you guys need? A B2?
At least.
At least?
At least, yes.
At least, okay.
Like,
So what do you need for this?
To take a course.
I take a course.
more.
That's what you need. That's the necessity. But what is your reason?
That you need a certification.
Yeah,
This is
to
the-
get the
That would be the
certification.
purpose.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right?
Your goal, like your goal.
Your goal, your objective.
Okay.
And the cause and the effect is that you take a course, right?
That would be a different message, a different explanation. I take a course so I can get
A certification.
a B2. Yeah, that will be a cause and effect, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But, or I'm gonna write it down here. Cause,
It will be the same. I can get a B2 if the cost.
okay.
And take
But
a
if I
course
write in order to, I take a course in order to get a B2. What's your cost?
get a B2.
It's
Get a
still the
B2
same.
is a cause,
Oh my God.
and take a course is your effect.
So it all depends on the words. So and
On
in
what
order-
you on your message, what are you trying to say? Yes, is that good? Would you like another example?
This is
Yes.
confusing.
It's confusing.
Yeah, now I confused with the I take a course so I can get a B2. Now I'm a little bit confused. Because at the
Yes.
beginning I thought I can get a B2 is the cause, and then the other was the effect, but now it's
What was different
inverted.
is this. This is the difference. So, and
And in order to, yeah.
That's the difference. But let's use a different context. I'm hungry.
Don't
Teacher-
start with this, teacher, please.
Teacher, I have a doubt.
Yes.
It's because I don't understand. You said that we can use so,
Mhm.
or, so that, or that.
No, or. Because or is plus. For example, I want to watch a movie or a series. So they are both okay. But in this case, so is not or so that. They are different. They are opposite. Let's have another
Could we
example.
use because instead of so?
Sure, use because, but then
Okay.
you won't understand this in the exam.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to take the easy road, yes, use because. It's easy.
Of
Okay.
course.
All right, so I want to get
Okay.
money out of the cash. My goodness.
Out of the cash, so that I could buy a hamburger.
I want to get money out of the cash machine in order to.
Because there's your because. I want to buy what, guys? Tell me what?
Hamburger.
A hamburger.
Híjole. I am
Not
going to go
again,
tomorrow.
The teacher told, okay, the teacher is going
I
to
know.
think. If we
There.
pass, if all of us
Burrito.
pass the exam, the teacher is
Burrito.
going to buy a hamburger.
Change the menu, please.
A burrito. Okay.
Burrito.
Then I'm bored. Okay, I'm gonna change it. I'm bored. I want to get the money out of the cash machine because I want to buy
A burrito.
Pizza. A pizza.
video game. There.
Okay.
Thank you.
There. So here is because.
Mhm.
Now let's change it with so or so that.
Okay.
Actually,
It would be in the same place. I want to get money out of the cash machine. So
I can.
No, but it will be.
I think
I want
so
to buy
that I
a video
want,
game. I want to buy a
So,
video game.
I can.
so I accept. I
Yes.
can buy. Okay.
I want to get money. That will be the cause. And
mhm,
this will be the effect.
the effect. That's
Teacher, and
better.
if we start, I want to buy a video game, so I want to get money, or so I need to get money out of the cash machine.
Then your cause is this. This is your cause. Bored is the cause. Video game is the cause. Then I want to get money. I'm gonna write it.
Yeah, I want to buy a video game.
I want to get money out of the cash machine
So I
In
can
order to,
buy a
or
video game.
so that, I know they will be a little different. In order to buy a video game. Now we have changed the order of your clauses. Now, want to get money out of the cash machine is the effect, because the cause is a video game. And because we use in order to. Would you like to see another example?
Teacher, that's because buying a video game was your first thought. That's
I'm
why you decided.
bored.
That's why you decided to
Yes.
get money out of a machine.
That's right. That's the I'm bored. That's
Okay.
my cause.
Okay, I
But
kind of
wait.
understand.
Wait. Who left? Somebody left. It's okay.
Arturo, I guess.
Arturo, yeah, I think Arturo.
Arturo,
and
yeah.
it's,
And I have
it's-
to go to, but I
and it's
want to,
9:02.
yes, but I want to listen the explanation better.
Oh my goodness, we're out of time. Would you like to see more examples and activities with this?
Yeah.
Platform, Unit 12, Lesson D.
perfect.
Okay.
Unit 12,
Unit 12, Lesson D.
lesson D. Okay.
Teacher, you know what I
D
want
or
to see the
B?
most?
B
D
or
as in
B?
dog, D as in David.
Okay.
Teacher,
Yes,
the
mister.
thing that I want to see the most is the answers of the exam. So if you can send them
I
to
can't.
us.
I can't. There's a problem with our
Okay.
platform. I don't know if it's saturated or what. I cannot send you your results. I can only show you.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I'll show you tomorrow the results,
Okay.
because
Okay.
this was the last class.
So tomorrow we have the exam.
No, you have the exam
Review.
tonight or tomorrow morning.
No. The real exam.
No, the real exam is whenever you're ready. Whenever you say, okay, I'm ready for my real exam.
And sorry, maybe I missed that class. So if I told you on Monday, so if I told you on Monday, teacher, I'm ready, you're going to apply me the exam?
You
No,
have to
it's not
set
me.
Your schedule.
It's not us. It's not English Access. It's a company called GLCC. But we will help you get in touch with them so you can set it up with them. Does that make sense? No.
No, so now
Yeah.
I'm more
No.
confused.
Oh my goodness.
So we have to tell.
Watch, guys, please send him the very first video.
Oh, yeah. The one
Yeah.
with the teacher Mario?
Yeah, the one with teacher Mario. That's right. So he
Okay.
needs to watch that.
Yeah.
Please,
All right.
I need it.
All right.
Okay.
And if you have any more questions, ask in the WhatsApp group, okay? I'll be happy
Okay.
to help you. And I'll see
Okay,
you tomorrow.
teacher.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Thank you,
See you
everyone.
tomorrow,
Have a good
teacher.
night.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye. See
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys.